What is going on, my friends and family, and welcome back to another Team Acne video. Today you popped into this video because you want to know the top 10 worst foods that cause acne, and that's exactly what we're going to get into right now. If you follow me on Instagram, you see me post some of these pictures where I'm telling you some of the foods that do cause acne, and there is actually scientific studies that prove that certain foods increase something in your body called mTOR, which then raises the amount of sebum oil, just basically acne, that is produced on your face. So I wanted to give you guys the 10 most violating foods and probably the 10 most common foods also that people eat that do cause acne. And we're starting off with number 1, which is burgers and fries. It's a classic, American classic. It's got beef, which has tons of fat in it. It's also meat, which has a lot of leucine in it. It also has cheese, which is dairy, and it also has the French fries, which have even more oil in it. All of those things I just mentioned are massive triggers for mTOR, and then you're gonna produce more oil on your face and more acne. Don't hate me, guys, because number 2 is pizza. I know we all love pizza so much. Pizza is absolutely delicious, but pizza also is dairy, lots of cheese, sometimes meat's on there, but also it has a ton of calories. Calories is another thing that causes acne, just having massive amounts all at once. I know that's probably not the most fun thing to hear ever, but there's actually a way around this. If you do still want to have your pizza, you can have pizza without cheese. Yeah, I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but believe me, pizza without cheese is actually really, really good. You get pizza without cheese, the dough is what really kind of gets you going, cover it with a ton of veggies. It's actually pretty fantastic. Now, what goes great after burger and fries or pizza? Usually something sweet like a milkshake or ice cream. Ice cream is our third food, and the reason that this is not good is usually ice cream is dairy, and also ice cream has tons of fat and tons of sugar. All those 3 things cause acne, but the one way that you can kind of improve this is you can get a plant-based ice cream. So usually cashew ice creams are the best, but there's tons of different ones. If you go to the store, you'll see all the different options, and at least you're having something that doesn't have dairy in it, which is a huge trigger. Obviously, ice cream of any type is gonna have a lot of sugar and a lot of fat, so it's best to have this, you know, sparingly. Okay, number 4 is another American classic, fried chicken. Fried foods in general, really. Anything that is fried is gonna have tons of oil in it, and I know a lot of people really love their fried chicken, but yeah, it's not great. It's gonna cause acne. Number 5, if you're going to the baseball field or a football stadium, you're always gonna get nachos. Nachos are so good. That queso, that drippy cheese on top of chips. The cheese itself is made from dairy. It also has tons of fat in it. The same with the tortilla chips, tons of fat in those. Again, you can have these things here and there, but have them sparingly. Number 6, can you have your cake and eat it too? Well, not if you don't want to have acne. Cake is something we all love. Some of us just have it on our birthdays, but some people really, really love cake and they have it all the time. Cake is something that, again, you should probably lean towards having it on a little bit less occasional settings. And you know, even things like cheesecake or pies, all kind of the same thing here. Lots of sugar, lots of fat, not great for your acne. Now, if you are into weightlifting or really fitness or nutrition of any type, or honestly, a lot of people who aren't into those things have this as well, whey protein shakes or whey protein bars. They're everywhere, they're super cheap, and they pretty much throw them at you for free. But because these are derived from dairy, but not only derived from dairy, they're pretty much an isolate of dairy, these cause acne really, really bad. For me personally, that was a huge reason that I was having cystic acne. Not only the dairy, but the fact that I was having tons of whey protein shakes, mass gainers, and tons of whey protein bars. Number 8, it's the weekend, you're chilling out, you're watching the game, or you're just watching some Netflix show that you're binging on, like You, which is fantastic, and you want something to crunch and munch on, so you grab some chips. Maybe Doritos, maybe Ruffles, maybe Pringles, but chips are going on the list, because chips have a lot of fat. In one serving of chips, usually you're getting something like 12 to 14 grams of fat, and let's not lie, none of us are just having one serving of chips, we're having like the whole bag, which is like 7 servings. So that's really, really, really not good for your acne. Number 9, actually not a food, but something that we should all be aware of, alcohol. This is something that a lot of us consume very often, but some of us just consume every once in a while. And if you've ever had an alcohol pimple, or if you've woken up the next day after drinking with a couple of zits on your face, That is exactly because alcohol raises your mTOR and your oil production. So again, maybe have it every once in a while, but don't have it constantly. If you're someone who has gotten used to having like a glass of wine or two a night, or a few beers every single night, maybe start moving back away from that and having them once a weekend, or maybe even less. And the worst for last, milk, dairy. Anything that is derived from dairy at all, whether that be cheeses or butters, anything like that, because milk is the #1 cause of acne, at least especially for myself. For me personally, it was the reason that I had cystic acne. So if you can get that out of your diet, you'll probably see a huge improvement in your acne, even if you don't, take any of these other things out of your diet. Getting rid of milk in all forms and all dairy in all forms is gonna be a massive help for your acne, and something that I massively suggest that you try to do, and do it full on. Don't just like reduce the amount, which is still good, but get rid of it entirely, then see what the effects are. And usually it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for your body to kind of get, process through and actually adjust to the new changes. But going dairy-free is something that has helped tons of people. You'll see in the comment section, people will say this as well. Going dairy-free is a huge help for getting rid of acne. And there you have it. Those are the top 10 most offending foods that cause acne. Now, something I just do want to add to this is that there are definitely exceptions to the rule. So someone's gonna comment out there, or someone knows someone out there that has all of these things, or has one of these things a ton, and they don't have any acne. Or someone's gonna say, I always have whatever, pizza, and I never have acne. So this video is not true. And that's not how it works, right? We all have had that grandpa or some older guy in our life, or whatever, older person who's smoked cigarettes 5 packs a day and they made it to 98. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that cigarettes aren't bad for you. That doesn't mean that the science behind cigarettes being bad for you isn't true. It just means that there are definitely exceptions to the rule. We all have those friends who have perfect skin but do nothing to, deserve it. They don't use any cleansers. They don't watch what they're eating. They don't watch how they're treating their face. They always touching their face with their dirty hands, all that kind of stuff, but they never break out. So keep that in mind, that these things are things that you can take out of your diet, or try to eat less of in your diet to help improve your acne. But it's not necessarily gonna be perfect for every single person. It's not gonna get rid of your acne entirely for most people. And there are definitely some people who can have all of these things and it's not gonna cause them acne. What I suggest to you is to look at this list and see what of these things you're eating often, and just try to taper back a little bit and have a little bit less of these things. You can have less of these things, or you can take them out entirely out of your diet and see how your body adjusts. So say perhaps the dairy thing, take that out for 2 weeks and see what happens. Or take potato chips out of your diet for 2 weeks and see if you've seen an improvement. And if you do see an improvement, then I definitely suggest that you continue on not having it or eating very little of it, because that's a great way that you can reduce the amount of acne that you have. A quick tip video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure that you give me a big old thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Tell me what foods cause you acne in the comments below. And for everybody who's scrolling the comments, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Remember, you are not alone, you are beautiful, and you're a part of Team Acne.